Being different creates healthy relationships. If there's one thing I've learned about relationships, and by relationships, I mean specifically having a girlfriend or a boyfriend, is that sometimes throughout the span of our relationship, if you are in one, that is that sometimes we have the tendency of trying to correct our significant other. And I am going to humbly apply myself to that point, is sometimes we like to correct our partner, not necessarily in a bad way, and more of in a way where we just want them to do the right thing and to take or follow a path that further builds them up rather than tear them down, if you know what I mean. So with that said, yes, making certain corrections alongside constructive criticism is indeed helpful. At the same time, it's not always something that we have to do, if that makes sense, because the purpose of being in a relationship, at least in my opinion, is not necessarily to make it our personal goal to be exactly the same, and instead should actually be uniquely different, meaning that just because I like to have lunch at a specific restaurant doesn't mean that my partner has to like that same restaurant. We can always create a balance where, sure, let's both go to my specific favorite restaurant to have lunch together, and another time, let's go to my partner's favorite restaurant to go to, instead of just making the standard of, hey, if this is what I like, this is where we're always going to go each and every time we would like to spend time with each other having a meal. And you can apply that literally to everything, not just having lunch. And I also see that whenever we don't create this acceptance of differences between you and your partner, or me and my partner, it causes unnecessary arguments between one another, thus making the supposedly happy and healthy relationship happy and healthy. So instead of trying to constructively criticize your partner, which isn't always a bad thing, but overall, instead of doing that, sit down, talk about it, think about it first and foremost. And if your partner can't sort of make these adjustments, even after you've mentioned it, do yourselves a favor and make the adjustment yourself for you and for your partner. And I don't mean make those adjustments all the time in a way where it's always up to you. Just use a bit of common sense, do it in a nice way, and make the adjustments so that you and your partner can move forward in a healthy manner. In terms of a relationship, that's something that I'm continually learning at the moment, and something that I feel you should learn as well. And if you already knew that, then good for you. I'm happy for you. Continue to do that. But if you haven't, try it out and see for yourself today, and see just how much better it makes the relationship. Yes, I'm fully aware that it is kind of a difficult thing to do, especially when you have somewhat of an ego, but putting that aside, just smile and do it, because when you do, your partner is going to appreciate you for it, and in doing so, are going to be able to extend the length of your relationship, hopefully up to the point of marriage. And when you do, not if, when you do, I don't want you to thank me, but instead to thank yourself for making that decision for you and your partner. So yeah, you guys have a good one. Bye.